So troubleshooting is a skill that you must hone, keep on sharpening that sword so you can go ahead and take it down when you actually go inside the exam room, and when you step out of the exam room, when you're in interviews, you could actually go ahead and knock out the questions that they ask you. And also when you get inside of the real world and actually get a job, you'll be able to perform your job at a high level. Number 2 is something that I always talk about, is acronyms. Acronyms. What the hell does this stuff stand for? What happens if it breaks? On CompTIA exams specifically, you need to know acronyms, right? Not just acronyms, but that's one of the things that'll make the questions a lot easier to decipher, right? Because a lot of times, instead of spelling something out, they'll have it in acronym form. So you have to know what the thing stands for, and you have to know what it actually does. So whether it's an acronym or if it's spelled all the way out, you know exactly what it is. And then once you actually know exactly what it is, you'll be able to decipher the information inside the actual question. Because on the CompTIA exams, the reason I keep on talking about CompTIA is because this is what my students go through, and this is pretty much the training that, as of right now, this is what we're geared towards, because this is what's giving our students the most bang for their buck, right? So you can probably apply this stuff to other exams, but specifically we're talking about CompTIA right now. So the CompTIA exams, the way they word questions may be a little confusing, may be a little convoluted, but that's just to make sure that you know exactly how to do things, exactly what you're talking about, and you have the skill set, so when you actually get out in the real world, you actually be able to perform the actual job. So acronyms. Make sure that you are completely comfortable with acronyms. When something is in acronym form, you know what it stands for. You can break down what it is. And like I said, if it's missing, if it's broken, how would I fix that, or how would I go about that? Or if it's missing, would that be a telltale sign of something else being wrong? Okay, so a lot of times if you know what the acronym stands for, you may not have to read the whole question. I recommend you read the whole damn question, but you may not have to read the whole question before you know exactly what the answer is. Last but not least, number 3 is you got to be an analytical thinker, right? So analytical thinking. You have to know how to analyze the information given to you and break it down and figure out what the answer is. So one of the previous tips, or one of the previous steps, or one of the previous skills that you have to have is troubleshooting. That word can be interchanged with problem solving. You have to be a problem solver. And if you know how to analyze things quickly, you know how to make a decision, you're very, very decisive, it's going to be very advantageous to you inside of the testing room, inside the interview room. And then when you actually go out into the tech field or go out into the tech world, you'll be able to move and shake pretty easily because you're used to analyzing things quickly. Okay, this is what it is. This is what I need to do. Boom, let's go ahead and make it happen. Okay, so the 3 things that you have to be good at: troubleshooting, acronyms, analytical thinking.